First of all, understand that not every act of tyranny is equally heinous. The American colonists put up with a lot. David put up with a lot from Saul, and the Bible distinguishes between lesser sins and greater sins, between the least of these commandments and the greatest commandment. There are issues that involve a person, a family, a nation in guilt, which implies that there are issues that would involve those in lesser guilt. And I think this helps to explain why sometimes people would take on an issue and other times they would not. You can't tackle every issue in the world all at once. And so I think it helps to explain why Jesus decided not to take on that particular tax issue. It was not a hill that he wanted to die on. But the second guideline is examine how destructive any given statist action may be. Does it destroy the family as homosexual marriage does? You shouldn't even call it marriage, but that's what they call it. Is it destructive to the family? Then you cannot ignore it. You can never ignore issues that are destructive to the family. Does it pollute the land and inevitably lead to God's judgment upon that land as murder does, Numbers chapter 34, and therefore as abortion does? Then it cannot be overlooked. Leviticus 18 says that some sexual sins are so heinous that even pagan nations are eventually vomited out of the land for engaging in those sins. And if we love our country, and we do not want to see God's intense wrath falling upon it, we cannot ignore the abominations found in the radical LGBTQ movement. So you need to evaluate, how destructive is this issue? Is it serious enough? We have no option but to resist. Our founding fathers pledged their lives, fortunes, and their sacred honor to resist the tyranny of King George and Parliament. And I think what we are facing today is a whole lot worse.